know what they're doing with Jake. I know that I heard it. So I'm just gonna find it. That's what that's gonna look like. Yeah. No, exactly. So you know what, I was really kind of, yeah, and you know what, I was just really kind of, well, if you want me to join the meeting and explain, then I can. They just wanted my words and I wasn't going to give it.
No idea if the chat is active or not. So we'll just guess.
You have, Vivian. Don't sell yourself short. Thank you for very long. I know we haven't Cheers to you. No, let's not go back. Sounds good. I'll make a point of being there if I have to. For sure. I would love that. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, as we laughed until our bellies hurt. All right. Have a great day, Vivian. Congrats. What's that? I know, me too. You guys actually fly down to some places that I can't imagine. For sure. It's safe.
We want happy day tickets. Is the supper on the 10th? They told me. It's Monday, yeah.
Yeah, they usually get it all the way works out.
Early anyway. I'll get a ride home with somebody else.
Sit tight, just gonna pose.
That's why I just kept walking. We went to a Moxie's just down some road. What's the main drag? And so that one. Yeah, it was good. And the girls had a little nap. I went grocery shopping.
You gonna sit up there, are you?
I'm gonna try it out. It seemed kind of nice when I sat up here before the game. Except I couldn't move the table shake right.
Moving up.
Well, I don't know about that.
Sure, Travis. I should have had a little nap. What did you get there?
おー、じゃあ。
Three spots there, I figured out.
こんにちは。
こちら私がバッグの天才になってるこちらの佐藤さんです。息子さんがカーリングジュニアでやってるブライアン
ブライアン。
プーさんの息子さんにコーチしてます。
ブライアンまだやってる。
ブライアン来年から戻ると思います。
ああ、そうなの。
今年息子のチームコーチしてます。今度シニアだそうです。
あ、いや、もうそんな。何年でしたっけ。来てもねんの。
こっち来て今1年経って今2シーズン目今富士山に来てて、
富士山なんかよくわかんないけど、住んでたよね。名前がする。
コキットラのところに住んでて、私のどっちかというと
ああ、そっちに近いんだ。
近い方で、ウエストミンスター。富士山は息子さんとブライアンと一緒に。
そうだね、タイヤ2だから。そう、12月のね、グランドスラム出ることになったんだよね。その上位15勝でしたね。それがしっかり映るんじゃないかな。
12月の
いつだっけ、中旬ぐらいかな。11からそうだね。
忙しいです。
すごいやばい感じだよね。なんかロコはカルザ国際を蹴ったんだよね。俺らは両方出る的に入ってすぐタイプ。
そして地区予選のやつ。
そういう予選でね、どう勉強してもらった。
あ、そうなんですね。オリンピック効果で札幌国会がもう アイス取れないぐらい忙しい。
取れない、ないわ。
たださんから聞きます。今シート2やってる白いユニフォームのチームのセカンドもリードの子と一緒に同じリーグに出ていて。
なんか日本語上手な子。
ハーフです。ハーフ。
お母さん
お母さんは日本人です。
で、みんなも知ってるみたいな。
あ、そうなんですね。あ、じゃあ、まだ
そうですね。なんかマーラとか辺でやってたので、その辺はみんな知ってるんですよね。
今マーラは自分の娘をプーさんになんかコーチしてくれないとか言ってたり自分の娘。
Here we go. Found my microphone. Give you guys a little play-by-play for a while, I think. Yoshimura v. Varnes, A event, quarterfinal. The Red Deer Curling Classic, Sheet 1. It's a 4:30 draw. One more draw today at 8 p.m. Yoshimoto is one of the top 4, getting a bye into this quarterfinal. Varnes defeated Scherer in draw 1 to get to this game. Winner of this game will come back tomorrow morning, draw 5, to take on the winner of Hudma Brown, which is going on just a couple of sheets over. The loser goes to the B event to play Team Duberstein out of the USA. And that would also be tomorrow morning. As we're in Skipstones in 1. Shorty, Galusha, Nakajima, Richards, Chisholm, Silvernagel, all winners in the last draw. Of course, on the bottom half of the bracket. And all of those teams are in action in the next draw. Our feature game, Gimme and G of Korea, Brett Richards. And that will be down the middle of the club on sheet 6. In about 3¼ hours from now. So make sure you come back for that one. That'll be the feature game of the day. Another women's A event quarterfinal. Couple of big scores in the last draw, one in the women's, one in the men's. Robin Silvernagel getting a 6 on Ocean Smart in the second end, followed up with a steal 1 in the third, and that one was basically over before it began. They shook hands, I believe, after 4. And it was the other Korean side, Park Jong-duk, getting a steal of 5 in the 6th to get a win against Jason Jacobson in their men's A event opener. I believe they will be back tonight as well. Just double checking here. Yes, playing Josh Height. If they're on sheet 7, we could show both those games at the same time. The camera's wide enough. Oh, this TV's not on. As the final stone is on its way. And sailing right into the backing.
So does she not want it posted? She wants it to go to Christina?
And a solid start with the hammer to open this game. And there it goes, confirming the score. Yes, it was a 3. Florence up 3-0 after 1, moving to the second end.
You can put like underneath all of your guard that you have.
Even the stream already. Speaking of a long way to go, this Guinness is still almost full. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing like beer with your curling.
No, and I'm here. I'm bad.
Trying to drag this stone, get it to the 12. They're gonna get it there. Maybe a piece of 8? Full 8. Full 8. They really scrubbed that one.
Yeah.
Sheets across the club, averaging about 3.5 feet of movement. It's the corner guard being called and set up.
And then that's where you would normally. It's in the same spot.
Team Barnes with a 3 with the hammer to open this game up. A event, quarterfinal. Ladies event, the Red Deer Curling Classic.
That's for the other team.
That's the other team.
Yeah. No, they're just bigger. Oh, you want to plug into the plug? Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
Now with one, putting one in front of it. There's a hair of that stone still open. And they're going to call for the split. Backline weight.
No, it's not. I'll laugh.
Be very careful you don't get this one thick. Hit it thick, hit it through. Free guard zone rule in effect. Of course, now using the 5 rock rule. Get the pick. Where's that blue going to go? It's going to go in. Trying desperately to get that yellow one in. Very hard to tell from this angle if that is actually in or not. If it is, that is barely. But the Varnstone rolls full 12 on the right wing. Another score to call in. DeYoung getting 1 on Kelsey Rock after 1. As another guard goes into place. Pretty much the same spot as the last one. And they're just going to run it. Going to launch the stone right at the double. Try to peel everything away and get the shooter out to the side. Here it comes. It's going to catch it a touch inside, roll the other way. And too much inside. They missed the one in the house. And almost bury second shot behind another guard. You can see the skips getting a lot of hand signals. Apparently there is a lot of echo, a lot of feedback in this rink. And I'm very sure the acoustic panels hanging in the rafters are not helping that at all. But a lot of hand signals are being used so that everyone can communicate properly. As you know, this Red Deer Curling Club, 12 sheets. And it's the third straight draw now. All 12 sheets have been in use. 6 men's games, 6 women's games have been going on in each draw. Already the players talking, it's very difficult to hear out there. of course, being up here, it's a little easier for us to be able to see what the calls are, reading the hand signals. There's another guard put in front by Varnes. And another peel away. Still 2 blue. Varnes throwing the blue stones, Yoshimoto throwing the yellow. The second end of a 3-0 game, Varnes up. Win or lose, both these teams are back in the early draw. The 9 o'clock hour tomorrow morning local time. That's mountain time. Check your world clock or your apps, the internet, whatever you want to use to figure out what time that is wherever you are. Anyone wondering what is going on, why I'm not responding to anyone in the chat, if there is anything in the chat, it is because I cannot see it. I originally planned a full camera computer setup to be streaming this. Unfortunately, technical difficulties. I'm having to stream this via mobile and I cannot see any chat. I have no idea what is going on with it, if it is even working. Anyone has anything they want to ask, anything like that, leave a comment on the recording of this video. Send a private message to this channel. Send a private message to the Everything Curling Facebook page. It's facebook.com/everythingcurling. That is where I do daily written reports, news articles, play fantasy games. Got a big contest going on right now. Never too late to enter that. Give us a like and a follow on there. And of course, like this video, give me a sub. Trying to get to 1,000 so we can start monetizing these streams. And then I'll start doing more streams. Do a little more traveling, get more events. And I know there are a lot of Team Fujisawa fans out there that want to see more streams of their games. We'll be able to do more streams of theirs. While I'm doing a bunch of shameless promoting, patreon.com/everythingcurling. Come give me your support. I am currently trying to crowdfund doing this because, traveling and all that, it is expensive and I can't do this full-time and have a real job full-time. Gotta do one or the other. So with your guys' help, I'll be able to do this full-time and bring you guys curling, more curling, all that good stuff. Little tap, line 1/2 buried. Trying to get to the goal of $3,000 a month in Patreon subscriptions. Patreon subscriptions as little as $5 a month, and there are rewards at different tiers, including things like pin collections, promotions, your social medias, personal, group, or business. Customized curling jerseys are out there. The ability to pick what events I'm streaming, what games I stream, different things like that. And I may add more tiers later on. But for now, we're sticking with that. Just under half an hour into this one. Second end. As the hit is going to roll away. And we're on to 1 blue. Yellow, that's Yoshimoto. They have the hammer. Still not sure if that one on the left wing, top 12, is in or not. It looks like it could be just touching. The TV leading to the overhead camera feed here is currently off, so I have no idea what it looks like from straight down. As the skip stones are on the way. Waiting for this to move. And having to scrub it. Really scrub this. And right onto it. That is pretty much welded on. Not sure if there's any ambient noise from up here in the lounge coming through. I'm using a headset microphone to be calling this, so I have no idea what you guys are hearing. I'm pretty sure the microphone here is working, though. You should be able to hear me. I really hope so. I've been wasting my breath all this time. The weight is up on this one. So we're trying to follow Yoshimoto Stone in, and it is going to sail to the back and hang on to the back 12 by a fingertip. Penultimate stone of the end coming up here. They're looking to get a split of the house somewhat. Knead and curl. This one's sailing in center. And grinding to a halt eventually. T-line 4-foot. And that's 2. Sorry, that wasn't the penultimate stone. That was the ultimate stone, the hammer. In 2. So it's 2 for Yoshimura there. And they cut the lead to 1. And I shall be back shortly with the third end.
And just stay in the view.
予選とかも国際大学行ってる。うん。いろいろ誘われていろいろやってる。
すごい真剣な。去年スキップやってたからびっくりしました。
そう、やる人いないんだ。やっ仕事やってこれいなかったら忙しい。まだ来るんだ。エロモトね、来るんだ。
いつですか？
どこにいるの？バンクーバーでね。そう、エロモトにね、来るんだわ。DID のチーム、タレントの子たちで、男子と女子とね、男子がところのチームなんだけど、女子のチームが。今回ね、国のお金について、それで来れるの。あれは、もうすぐ。また俺帰って、その子たちに。それでね、26から26出発で、11月ですか？11月の26出発で12月の3日4日。スピールね、女子は出れたんだけど、男子が出れなくなっちゃったんだけど、それで女子もその練習試合だけになっちゃった。そうだね。で、まだ別だね。気合いいいってやつが、国やタレント、そうだね。
But hang on a second, the procure person that was called. The new proposal is good. In your
もうどこでやってんじゃないか。見るなと思う。だから、もうそうなんです。荒木とかでやってる。
But they do have to have that has to go by zero. But these are all the temporary possessions. Yeah, the union is really launched. But most of them. But even
Okay, I'm back. I'll take a little rest there for a minute. We are in second stones here in the third.
What is your step one say? Maybe, are you inverted?
Hair inside a nose. Jams a touch. Will it roll out? No, it sticks around back 8.
I can send you the digital copy, it's way easier because then you can. Then the new. This one's almost done. I'll send you the GE 2014.
And the hit is almost nose. Stays right there in the center line. And it's 2 yellow so far. As we are into third stones in the end. Can see the hand signals being used across all 3 ends here. As there's another nose. Another hit on the way to just trading hits at this point. First one to get a roll wins, I guess. Really having to scrub this. And it moves very late again. That is becoming a story of the ice here today. I would not expect that to change much all weekend. Once again, one more draw today, 8 p.m. local time. That's mountain time here in Red Deer. Then 4 draws tomorrow, 4 draws Sunday, and 3 more draws, and that would be the playoff on Monday, culminating with the final at 3:30 in the afternoon. Is the hit trying the other spin? Gonna hit this and roll away. And only one yellow left in the house. One yellow guard on the opposite wing. Initially talking about putting one right back up where they had their last stone. And now deciding to move in behind that guard. The next live stream will be today, 8 p.m. That is about 2 hours, 45 minutes from now. Gim v. Richards in an A-event quarterfinal here in the women's event, the Red Deer Curling Classic.
Not a good use of my time to be driving vaccine. Like I'm from the highest paid area in
There's one yellow stone that is way out on the wing. Went so far past the guard, is actually open on the outside of it. Lawrence with the hammer. But it is Scott throwing the 4 stones for the team. As this one bent sharply. He's going to get right in behind that guard. And actually tap off that yellow and sit behind in what looks to be shot stone.
I feel like I'm multitasking. Yeah. It's been busy. You switched to coaching.
A little bit, yeah.
Final Yoshimoto stone of the end. Flying what looks to be first and third shot. I believe that one on the right side back 8 is out count the blue. Now trying to bend one in behind that guard as well. Waiting for it to move late. There it goes late. You're going to be right on that blue stone. And they nudge it. And it's a draw for one. And the hammer is away. Both brushes down immediately. They have been cleaning it the whole way. Piece of the 4 is what they need. Quite a bit of movement, but they get it there. It's 1 and a 4-2 lead after 3.
Saturday night, we were managed to see the picture. And we came home Sunday morning. All there was like in the ditch, everything was split down from the ditch. And there would have been a concert in it, and everybody was going to go to dance. So I'm sure everybody canceled the time until they got and then they were all you do is just like you go like this.
What's happening?
Let Tracy know where by.
But the yellow's not quite halfway. Wait, by that picture. It's always that easy to do. Did you? That's last try. Yeah,
そうですね。そうですねけど、これしかないんで、使ってるとか、まあ、手書きでやってた頃よりは楽かな。手書きもいいところあるんですよ。
たまに間違えると、一つのやつでいろいろスルーで教えることになってる。
私が分かった。この前、3つ取ったからコース。3つ取ったから。
あ、そのアルコーチの講習会があるんですよ。
ないんだって。
オンラインで。そんなのあるんですよ。一応日本でもそういうこういう内容見てたりするんですよ。
でもどんどん回復がやればやるほど回復自体が勉強していくので、どんどん簡単になるっていう。
勉強してる感じなんですか。してくれる。それを勉強してるの。
オプションのところの設定を全部自分用にカスタマイズすると、
多分そういうのもあってできる。
あとでよかったら簡単に。
What is?
Yeah.
And I'm coinciding it with the
それがあるじゃないですか。違うかもしれない。
you see there.
一人の使う手法とか全部それが残ってる。
そんなことで
できるんじゃなくてもう入ってるし、やってる。どこでどこを 音の使うっていうのが全部フラットになる。
そうなんですね。見たことない。
Hold up.
Watch a little bit, just use the one end in the board with 7 people. I think it was 2 shots down the skills. 2 shots here. I think it would have to take 2 shots. Which I guess is good for that. Well, 25 tough teams, there's some. But if they run a tier 2, you remember years. It's true. He needs to get people playing at that level. How hard it is. Poor girl. Yeah. Guys, tend to speak backward way too long. Just find it. Oh, it's so great. Yeah, there. See,
50-50, anyone? Less than an hour and a half.
So the hit and stick ties the game at 4, heading into the 5th.
No such thing as bonus points, right?
Non-Republicans start taking minus points.
Right, exactly.
Other scores currently in this draw. May leading Marthaler 4-2 in the 3rd. Zhang leads Daniels 4-0 in the 4th. DeYoung ahead of Rock 4-1 in the 4th. Brown ahead of Hudma 1-0 Got the fourth as well. Like the first two ends there. And in the last game, the draw, Holland leads Gushalak. "4-1 in the fourth. Just taking my time reading those scores. Got to make sure I get them correct at least. Meanwhile, down here, sheet 1 in a 4-4 tie. And underway with lead stones at the end. The hit rolls away. One yellow guard out in front.
Bonus points there. He's not listening, Coach.
And let's kick this a split. Let's go for a split. Playing out wide. Outside of that guard. On the right. And it's up becoming a tight corner. But enough of a hole to come inside and spin one into the button. Lots of stones to be played in the end, though. Into second stones at the end. Trying to get one to the lid here. Shimura with the yellow stones. Barnes with the blue. And the tap spins around the guard and gets to it. It will bump it away. Still about 7/8 of that stone open. Looking for the hit and the slight roll in behind the wrong guard, just off center. The nose hit is okay. Without the hammer here in 5. Looking to sit one buried. I got that many viewers right now. Holy cow. That is the most I've had by far so far. Hopefully that means the channel's growing the right way. Third stones here in the fifth. Bump moves the guard over, shooter spins away. Now two corner guards almost overlapping. So the shooter spills to the guard, over to the corner guard, and the yellow is away. Said that backwards, don't know why. Obvious call here to spin one in behind those two guards. It's definitely the weight for it. Might even be light. Sweeper's got to get on this right away. Now they hold off. It's going to move a ton. Now it's starting to die. Picks up the turn. And manages to get there. Ice got keen in a hurry. And managed to get it. Looks like T-line from here. Check to see for any other major developments in other scores. Nothing too significant that I can spot yet. We'll be staying on this half of the club. Next draw, 8 p.m. local time, is currently 5:45 local time. That is Mountain Time here in Red Deer. We'll be moving over to sheet 6, middle of the rink. Gim v. Richards in A event quarterfinal. That on the other half of the A bracket. Just looking for the run back. They will miss it wide. But the shooter rolls overlapping the other corner guard and it opens up that yellow stone. And skip stone's on the way. Lots of action around the curling world this weekend. You can get all the results on my Facebook page, facebook.com/everythingcurling. It's everything curling. You also have a big time fantasy curling contest going on right now. Never too late to enter. You only have to get in one round. I have a shot at winning the grand prize at the end of the season. And of course, help me get some better camera equipment and get to more live streaming events. Patreon.com/everythingcurling. Become a patron. Get yourself some perks. Support the growth of the channel. Get yourself more curling streams. All that good stuff. You know how it goes. So the house is split. Right side 12, nibbling the 8, right side 8. Near a couple of guards. This one looks light. It's gonna wreck. It's gonna spin in, but where? It's gonna spin top 8. And with the final Yoshimura stone, looking at a hit, but where to put the shooter. Last thing you want to do is leave a hit and stick for 1. We'll have a look across the rings in the women's event at the conclusion of this and give you a scoring update as the hit is on its way. It's hanging a bit. Gotta turn in. They are gonna catch it. Where will the shooter end up? It's going to just hang on to the edge of the back 12.
Do you mind if I just put my drink down here? Okay. I was telling that in, but watch, you're just one, so I figured I'd come and look at somebody else's. This is a good game, eh?
Over in the men's event, Brendan Botcher has just won his game. Another win for him today. He played earlier in draw 1 this morning. As the draw for the 4-foot will get there and sit. It's a single. And Barnes with a 5-4 lead heading into 6.
Let's see here, I want to get back here to see Jamie Cooper.
So he's got pride playing cricket. He's got pride playing cricket.
Yeah, he does.
I saw him sitting over there.
Yeah, he's playing, they're playing at 8 o'clock tonight.
I looked and I saw he was sitting. We were sitting with him and asked him if he said, these guys. He said they gave me $14. I said, do you think it was worth it?
Shots fired. Holy cow.
His team is starting to
Yes.
perform for that few years.
Yes, they are. They're starting to pick up.
Really starting to
They are. They really are.
You have a good one.
I'll get my coat for you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Into second stones here in 6. It is a 1-point Varnes lead against Yoshimura in the A event quarterfinal. Red Deer Curler Classic. Other scores in the women's event. No change in the score in the May game. Zhang has increased her lead now to 5-0. Rock has pulled back, but it's still De Jong leading at 4-3. Brown with still a 3-0 lead as they have blank 5 now as well. Very low scoring game there. And Holland has stepped up her lead to 5-1 against Gushalak. All of these games in the 5th and 6th ends. This is this one here. And second stones in the 6th end. Varnes line 2. Nibbling back button. Nibbling top 8. And now guarded. Two Yoshimura corner guards way out in the wing. But with the amount of curl this ice has, those guards don't look like they're going to be of much use. I'm looking at a double here. And here it comes. Little push out. Stone is flying. But it's also going to sail wide, and it's going to come across the face of that top 12. And only the guard goes. Into third stones. And this guy is going to come right into top 12. This game about an hour and a half old now. And another peel attempt. Now calling a sweep late. Hair inside a nose, but they skim past the one top 12. Get the one in the button away. The shooter sticks. And the Team Varnes draw comes just behind key line. And the last of the third stones. Talking about possibly acting inside out at this one, they change their mind. And the stone is away. One brush already down on it. Now two. Now they let off. They seem to like it. They want to roll. They're not going to get much of one. They scrub out half the forefoot, but it's still wide open. First of the skip stones. And they get the hit, but it doesn't move much. Now they try the hit in the flop inside again. That's what they want. And it's a pretty big weight being called for this. No, I tell a lie. That was hack weight. Apparently, they really do not want to catch much of this stone. the way that this ice is moving, it might roll too far with that kind of weight. But that is just an observation on my part. Having to sweep it hard late. They do get to it. That rock had died in a hurry. There must be a slow spot on that side of the ice that I am not seeing. Wow. I stand corrected. Currently, other games, May leads Mart Holler. It is now 7-3 in 6. Chang leads Daniels 5-0 in the 5th. DeYoung gets a couple back. It is now 6-3. She leads in 6. Brown still pitching that shutout. It is 3-0 in 6. And Holland with a, it looks like a 4-1 lead on Gushalak in 5. Just double checking that score once I can see the board clearly. Yeah, it is a correction. It's 5-1 in the 5th. And we are into Skip Stones and the Hammer coming here in 6. Yoshimura with the Hammer. Down 1, lying 1. Looking for a way to get that second. And they like the draw. Come right down onto the face of that blue sitting back 4. Get the 2. Get the lead back into 7.
One of the good ones. Alberta here. Yeah. And he knew. Are they as good? You're the one who's better. Yeah, they're great. There was my.
And here comes that Hammer Stone. Calling for the sweeps. The second sweeper might have gone on late. Is it by? Yes. It's by to the face, and it is 2. A nervy 2, but 2 nonetheless. And Yoshimura now leads 6-5 after 6.
So long ago, this guy's probably 60.
My grandpa's family lived in Vermont. My dad, my great grandpa was an Indian agent.
Yeah.
He used to have one.
See it here.
No, Corey.
What you got?
That's like the southeastern or southwest or
How far south?
southeastern.
Oh, back in the game.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how many years he's a restaurant. You don't care? Not your relative?
They probably sent it back. No, Trent and I, actually printed off, you can go online and print off the.
Yes.
Yeah, and a lot of similar names, but not.
Is that right?
Yeah. No. What was the family name? Corey. Yeah. And my mom tells the story. My grandpa out on the putter, he was picking up my dog.
2 years ago.
Yeah, like 1902 or something, right?
Their great Kent was very good football. Hockey, maybe more hockey. But they won all kinds of university. Yeah.
And one year, we had football coach, football and hockey, and they won the championship both in the same year. And like, taught him every goal. No, I don't. Where? I don't see where she's. That's his song. Right. It actually says yin yang. Playing big song. Just women.
Women's.
No, I just want to know what happened. A number of years ago, I was volunteering driving for this.
Yes.
And I had to go up to and I go up there and we're all the TV. So the van would takes in the back. That was easy. That was easy. They had one of the and one of the bands and they did their back. That was easy. Yeah.
そうですね。ドローンとミーティング、ドローンと入って、はい。
日本に帰ってからまた来るんですか？
そうです。そうですね。子供らはついてこないとダメです。自分の子供もあるから。あと同調で通訳オーストラリア人、日本語でだから。ダグさん、コーチ、あ、そうです。はい。 はい。日本に来て、その飛行機に来て、作業がクラスに行ったんですよね。で、今度はそのコーチの元に行って合宿をするみたいな、それに対して同じ。そう、今年1年間だけの授業にないと海外に行けるとは、いいチャンス。
So you know when I talked about this at the easy button, they had it for a while. Oh, really? So where are you? Well, we Same high.
僕もずっと、そう、なんですか、EC だったんですかね、LW コムのコーチだったんで、ビクトリアですね、ビクトリアばっかり。
Last year, like, it was insane. Like, hipster. Now I think about that too.
She's coming back. Look at, have you gotten on the first?
Yeah, and it holds up all day.
Yeah, no, it didn't break down.
You know when you throw like 2 wings, it's super quick all the time.
そうだね。
Screwed up. You know what it's like? It should cut in or
そしてね、ツアーに参加できる。
it just like keeps going. It's okay. What not? She's played really good, but you learn what not to.
Too bad you can go work for the government, except geniuses. But
You can.
I don't think so. What a man.
What the story?
ミュージック好きですね。
Or like what yellow story?
ワールドカップはブルースとアジアだったんですよ。日本の
Oh, like yeah, right now. But what's going on with the yellow?
それぞれにあるんですよ。
What's the difference? Are they throwing something or is it just the team? I'm not sure. I can't see both.
Yes.
そうすると国内から出やすい。近い。
そうですね、いっぱいできれば。はい。
あとは日本でもう少し大会が増えるんですよね。
そうですね。それから4大会と
Like, I'm sure they pay for the ads. It's a grand open strong. So,
国内は2019年の12月。
oh, fuck. You know what? And I was like, how do you ever feel like when you said like they
カナダから日系はい、7チーム盛り上がった。あ、話してる。
ever play in the games where like against more
ご迷惑をかけたチームです。私のチーム。
But when it holds up speed wise. It's so weird. Like my ice, I started doing the ice at rock. Since then, I get more curls, but it's still 15 seconds. I went middle 12 and I was in the button. No sweeping. 15. I was like, early in the game, you go in like inside that gate, to the button, and 14. And it gets faster and more curl as the game comes up. So I'm worried, like, okay, if I have a men's field and my air temperature is 46 degrees, my ice temperature is 21, 22, is it going to go flat with like high swing speed? Would I just like no penalty? You would be throwing like 13 5 feet and maybe
Oh wow, even more people are here since I left. Yeah, I had a little bit of business away from the camera to take care of, but I am back here and have no idea what's going on yet, so just give me a second. Third stones, seventh end. And if you're asking who is shot, I don't know either. It's very close. One at each color, both touching the button.
And I think he heard that he slowed right for like a half hour. Yeah, and he knew it. Every shot, everybody came down. It's like, God damn it, Jerry. Still shots. And I knew he was like screwing around because he looked over his shoulder at me.
A lot of people want to do it now.
Last of the third stones. You're in 7. And we have no idea what the call is here. A couple of options open. Taking a look at some other scores. Meijie has really opened her game up. 8-3 now she leads Marholland. Zhang putting the boats to Daniels now 6-0 after 5, but they are not giving up. De Jong still leading Rock there in the 6. It is still 6-3. No change there. Brown leading Hoodma 3-0 in a blank fest. And Holland with a 5-3 lead in the 6 on Gushelak. Last of the third stones in 7. Looks like it comes through the port. And it wrecks on the guard. They both split away.
黄色っぽいんだよね。
Oh, I'm sorry, Don. It's not like, I'm like, what is, if you see
And
it,
we were down to skip stones in 7.
and then, yeah.
A 1-point game.
Top tees, top floor.
毎年じゃないからね、昔は。チームも今、だから卒業したら解散するから。
Yoshimura delivering her first of the 7 pin.
You gotta say, like, my person is from, I don't know what happened there, but they got every, like, the best thing that they can do this year is win at Worlds. Like, I don't know how they did it. They went to Russia. No, they are going to Russia. Yeah. It's like a year of, like, you win it, and then it's the next year. No, they win the World Cup. They're playing so good. That was last season. One. Like in Ladue. Yes. But it's like a straight hard. Like the seniors of it. Because it used to hear it. Yeah.
An absolute mess of stones in the house. Into the final stones. Here comes some weight. Looks like the end, but it will not hold. Gonna hit outside and actually end up knocking their own off. And rolling the Yoshimura stone just off the forefoot.
Sorry, I'm not using the 12 sheet. No, I didn't see anyone not dying. When I looked at the end sheet, I said 8, like instinctively.
And the Daniel Zhang game might be over in a shot here. Keeping a close eye on it. There's a couple of men's games have already completed. 3 actually. A event and B event games going on right now here in the women's event. 6 games in total, 6 more tonight at 8 o'clock. That's about an hour and a half from now, Mountain Time. I'll be back live. Gim v. Richards in the 4th bracket A event quarterfinal. The winner will get the winner of Chisholm Silvernagel tomorrow morning. The loser will go to the B event to play Barber. So looking for the hit and the roll. Not much roll. And the hammer coming right up. See if Varnes can make anything out of this. The winner of this one comes back tomorrow morning to play the winner of Hoodma Brown in an A event semifinal. The loser will play Doberstein tomorrow morning in draw 5. That game at 9:30 Mountain Time. Here comes the hammer. Fully expecting a hit and flop here. It rolls in, gets the bump in the other yellow. One for sure. They're having a close look at this, though. And now they agree on it. Just awaiting the confirmed finals as we got a couple of final scores. Both of those down in the B event. May has defeated Martholler 8-4 by the looks of it. And Zhang has got a shutout on Daniels. Either that or it was a 6-1 score. The last end was not put up. Bottom line, it was both the Chinese teams winning there. So Zhang moves into the B event quarterfinal tomorrow morning, while Daniels drops into the C event. Just looking for that game. There it is. And she'll be back in a C event first round game in draw 7. So they will not be back until tomorrow afternoon. Same draw time. And in danger of going 3 and out. May, in the meantime, she moves in to be playing tomorrow morning in a B event quarterfinal. Martholler makes the drop. And looking for the game that she will be in. It will be against Daniels. So we know one of those two teams will be out. 0-3. Just cleaned out. Hey, the chat's actually working. Why not start? Hello. Yes, I have had trouble seeing anything on the chat. I'm not even sure if it was working or not. But to see someone active in the chat. And yes, time to Varnes got a 2 in that 7th end to lead 7-6. Shimura with the chat. Just me who's not shy of being in the chat. Yeah, then again, a lot of the other people that are watching this, Megan, only speak Japanese. That might have something to do with it. Not saying, just saying. Yeah. There have been a few things going on with this stream that have been making me laugh a bit too. 4 games left in this women's event. 1 more to come tonight. Less than an hour and a half. No time to rest in between. No, hey, you're not alone in the chat now. Having some fun with the chat now. Finally, I can have some fun with the chat. Yay, now we can chat. Wait, has the chat just not been working until now? Okay, fine. You know what? It's working now. Let's just run with it. It's all good, right? I'm really hoping that late draw takes a long time, just because I do not want to go in the freezing cold here in Red Deer after this game. Yes, it's only a 3-block drive to my hotel, but even this morning with the sudden rain and snow from last night, all my doors were frozen shut. I'm not looking forward to even a 3-block drive back to the hotel. By the way, Megan, did you get your entry in for the World Curling Fantasy game on the Facebook page? Not sure if I got yours yet. I believe so. Excellent. And Daphne, you are welcome, and stick around. Of course, shameless plug. Give me a subscribe, and I assure you, as long as Team Gim is not playing, I will stream more Yoshimura games this weekend. Stick around, it'll give you something else to watch. In fact, let me just double check this here. If, let me see, Yoshimura win, we'll put them in draw 5. If they lose this game, game 39, I will not be able to stream their next game, the next Yoshimura game, not unless the game ends early. But I'm sure I will be able to do at least one more game of theirs. Getting a lot of requests to do women's event games, not so many. Let's write this down. Chat does not work till draw 3. Yes, I'm having to go ghetto and write everything down, so. Not sure if you guys have heard, but I had bought a whole new camera setup so I could stream these legit computers, the whole 9. And sure enough, I test the whole thing out, and I'm not able to until the last minute, and none of it works properly. So I'm actually having to use my mobile phone to stream this. And my mobile phone is where I have all my notes on. So I just got a scratch pad and I'm scribbling away as I go here. Hence why there are big gaps in the commentary, so I can stop and research stuff. But a stream is better than sitting there and reading line scores, am I right? Keeping a close eye on the De Jong Rock game as an upset is in the cards. It's currently 8-4 coming home for De Jong against Rock. Rock, one of the top 4 seeded teams. But no credit to De Jong. They are the defending champions, and actually it was their win at this event last year, combined with teams declining entries, that got this team into the Humpty's Champions Cup last year. So there is definitely, at least in the women's event, enough points in the strength of field multiplier to possibly get you into the season-ending slam event. This year will be in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan in April. Of course, this women's event, the only women's event on the World Tour this week. There are 4 other men's events. And a little side note here, Jamie Cooey was down on the far side playing. Not sure the results of that game yet. But playing third for him this week is Ryan Fry. Yes, that Ryan Fry, Brad Jacobs' boy. He is here as a substitute player for the team from the Territories. Oh, what a ringer they got. As the Holman Gushalak game is just entering the 8th end. Gushalak did get a score to cut the lead down. Ryan Fry, not a bad substitute. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So we had a long lunch.
I actually remember reading on the roster, seeing his name on Jamie Cooey's team, and actually thought that the World Curling Tour's website had a misprint. Somebody goofed up royal. But then a couple hours ago, during the last draw, he was actually sitting with Jamie up here in the lounge. And apparently, jokingly, Ryan had been saying, yeah, he was $14 a game to come and substitute. I guess curlers really don't make that much. Because he took it and he's here in Red Deer. I don't think the rest of Team Jacobs, I would assume they're not playing anywhere else this year. Hit, slight jam, the shooter stick no second as and from the looks of it, Corin Brown has won again. I'll make sure I double check that, but they had the lead and they had the hammer. No, they didn't have the hammer. There were a lot of rocks in play. I'm going to assume there Corin Brown got the win. I will have to double check that. But I am still going to write that in. It's Corin Brown, the first of the A event semifinalists. She will play the winner of this game tomorrow morning. Draw 5 at 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Big one there. Hudma is going down to game 40 and will play Zhang tomorrow morning. That actually sounds like an interesting matchup there. I'm going to keep a close eye on that one. How about this in a B event bracket? Doberstein, Hudma, Zhang. And the loser of this game are the 4 in that bracket. Going to be joined by 2 more. Very interesting. One men's game left. Carson Sturmey is down there playing. And he is winning coming home from the looks of it. 3 games left. De Jong up 4 on Rock in the 8th end and playing the hitting games. Holland is up 7-4 on Gushalak. And they're playing guard peels, only 1 in the house. And down here we have this, what would you call this on sheet 1? James McKenzie, please. You know, Megan, I think you're right on that one. I'm just trying to find my rosters. Can't find them. I had them written down somewhere. Just scrambling back and forth across pages. It's so hard to do commentary without notes. I even had something really cool set up. I actually had a second camera hooked up to a telestrator. Once I get that working, showing you guys the live stream is going to be awesome. I'll be able to put all the funky lines on the screen and be really cool. Sorry for making you do more work. As if I could do any more right now. Megan, come on. You're trolling. Stop it. I do enough work. You've seen the Facebook page. This is a one-man operation. It is impossible to do more work at this point. Actually, you know what? I think I still have my program with me. Yes, I do. Let's just double-check the roster, shall we? I don't even have to look through my notes. You do a great job juggling all. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate it. Where is that? I cannot find her anywhere. Oh, look at this fly. Team Galusha. Carrie, Sarah, Brittany, and Shona. Okay, there we go. I put that down just for future reference. I might need it in case I cover a men's playoff game. Okay, so I stand corrected, Megan. I do have to do more work. As the De Jong Rock game has ended, De Jong is through. Do you call that an upset or not? De Jong into The semi-final there will play the winner of Holland Gushalak, which is on sheet 2 right beside us. As look at this, it's a hit, a roll away. It's a win for Team Yoshimura. They are through the next round, just like that. Team Yoshimura into the next round. Now, I got a little bit of business to take care of here, so I'm going to end the stream here. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Hang on. Just waiting to see what's going to happen. You can just see it on the right side of the screen there. The end of the Gushalak Holland game.
I said that, and then you guys were like, what's wrong with it?
And no, I can't find a better angle here, so I am going to end the stream here, guys. I will be back in 1 hour. Gim v. Richards, A event quarterfinal. I will see you then. You're welcome, Yuzu. Join me back once again, 1 hour. Until then, guys.